My name is Pastor, and I'm here just to give you a wake-up call, ladies and gentlemen. A wake-up call on your experience. I want you to reflect on your daily life. How are you eating? How do you take your diet? Are you ever taking into consideration what exactly are you putting into your body? How is it helping you? Ladies and gentlemen, the world we are living, it has changed drastically. We are modifying everything that we can because we want everything to be fast. I can take you back in 2008. You remember that time when we had the crisis in food price? I remember buying a bag of milk, and this bag of milk was written, no under 18. To my surprise, how can a bag of milk be written, no under 18? What can really go wrong with milk? Milk is for maize. So what can be wrong that a 13-year-old can do? Since we were growing up, I can give my 6-month-old porridge from the milk. Then this other friend of mine advised me, you know what, all the seeds that we are using, most of these times, they are genetically modified. So these genetically modified seeds, they actually have got effects on your health. Then, I'm wondering, if we're consuming almost 99% of such foods, what is it doing to our bodies? The nutrients that we're supposed to get, how are they being affected? And then I'll actually give you my personal testimonial in terms of the foods that we eat. Back then, when I was growing up, I used to be a sickly child. Sick to the extent that almost every bug that was flying in the air would find home in me. You could talk of the flus, the stomach aches, which will actually develop into ulcers, talk of the flus, everything was just finding residence in me. Up until some time, when my grandmother visited us, then she was like, can I take you with me to the farm? To my surprise, my parents didn't actually refuse. They said, yes, you can take her. We packed our bags, we went to Boniera down there. Guys, that's when my story changed. The moment we reached the home, here everything has changed. We were used to go buy bread, go buy sweets, go buy cakes, go buy milk. But now, the shops you only visited whenever you wanted to buy clothes, whenever you wanted to buy shoes, matches. If you want bread for the morning, for the breakfast, they were having their wheat from the farm. And they grinded the wheat and they would get the flour from there. Then they would make what they call chimodo. So every day you have your chimodo. You have your milk straight from the cow. And you have the sugar was actually honey. They would have honey from the trees. The farm was dotted around with fruit trees. So these fruit trees, they would flower, so they would attract more bees. And they can harvest on the honey. So the honey was actually the sugar. So life just changed. And I was enjoying it every day. And when we talk of eggs, you just go into the chicken coop, you pick your eggs. And there was this time when everyone would be so enjoyable. You'll be told, today we are eating chicken. So get prepared. The grandmother will just describe you, today we are getting this black and white oyster, the one with big fingers. Then you know, today is the day. You know, with God runners, you just don't take it. You actually have to chase it. And when you are chasing it, it is a job. And when you get it, when you're eating it, there's this satisfaction. You, Lord Rana, you gave me a hard time. So now I'm eating. And I'm eating. So this was happening. It came a time when my parents then came, they visited us. They were actually surprised. They could not actually recognize it was me, their child. Because I had actually changed. Now I was out bodybuilding. My body has just gained some fat. They were like, what did you do, Mama? What did you do to Faith? They were like, where did you take it? They were like, no, we didn't take it anyway. It's just the food, the lifestyle that she's now enjoying. She's actually doing calls with everyone here. Just our daily routines, they're actually helping her to recover. They have helped her to recover. So at the time when my parents actually realized we need to go back to our basics. The basic eating, the basic foods. We need to get in harmony with nature. We need to embrace organic foods, organic farming. Organic farming is just loving the nature. You feed the nature and you also benefit from the nature. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our basics. Let's regain our health. Let's regain our nature.